We're live.
Oh, hello, everyone. I think I'm a little bit rusty here. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Um, so happy to be back. I just want to say that I know a couple months ago I announced in this group that I was going for a break because I was in the middle of trying to work on my doctoral thesis and along with other things that I needed to balance. So if you remember that video that I shared there, I said I was going to go on a break and we'll be back. So today I want to tell you that I am back, but it's not only me, it's a we, and we're going to tell you some more about that. Um, so I am back. I know I'm not yet Dr. Sanyaduki, but it's still very close, closer than the last time I spoke with you guys. Yeah, thanks for joining us today. This is a quick notification, or we didn't plan or announce this way ahead of time. So, for those of you who are joining us this afternoon in this group, welcome. Welcome. So, as you see, I'm not alone today. I have with me my husband, Dr. Courtney Dookie. And for those of you who don't really know me or don't know Dr. Dookie, we're going to do a quick introduction of ourselves, our background, who we're about, and then I'll move on to the big announcement that I said that we're going to be doing today. All right, I'm really, really, really excited, and I hope that you'll be excited as well. So, welcome officially in our group.
Thank you. It's feel like I've been a part of it for some time, but
Yes. Yeah.
my official introduction.
Yes, I think everyone will know why. It's an official thing now. So tell us a little bit about yourself.
As was mentioned, I am Courtney. I am a provisional registered psychologist in Alberta, in which we work in our private practice
Yes.
together, in which we work with clients from diverse background, and we've been looking forward to do something collaboratively
Yes.
for the Lord and for those who are tuning in. So my background is in trauma, attachment, kind of couples work. A lot of my work, I work with a lot of couples through psychoeducation, psychotherapy, different approaches, coaching, and working with couples and individuals. Over the last 12 years, I would say, I have taken on a passion for working with couples and seeing couples going through their healing journey. So that's sort of a little bit about the current work that I'm doing. So trauma, couples, addictions, and ADHD.
Yes.
Those are areas that I place my emphasis. And again, go back over them. We work with kids who struggle with ADHD, or couples struggling with different things, or substance use. That has been my emphasis. And
guys, it's not really to tweet your own horn or toot your own horn, but I hear that he's actually one of the best couples therapists in our town. So that's not tooting our own horn, but and Dr. Dookie, who has a doctoral degree in clinical psychology, he also is an author of three books actually.
yes,
And it surrounds neuroplasticity, brain change, rewiring, healing of the brain, and also using a biblical approach, biblical meditation and mindfulness as a way of doing this in treating traumas and psychological disorders. So he is jam packed with so many talents and blessings. For myself, I'm a registered social worker. I work as a mental health therapist in our private practice. I do work with adults, but my area of specialization is with supporting children and youth, or supporting parents who are have struggles, or children who struggle with complex behavior, emotional disorders, neurodevelopmental disorders, as was mentioned before, like ADHD. And I do a lot of parent consultation and coaching support in my private practice. So that's kind of what we're about. In 2019, I started the Empower Parent community with the idea that I wanted to let parents know that they are able to support their children, because sometimes when our children are experiencing difficulties in life, we almost have a sense of helplessness, and we sort of feel like we have to depend on outside people to help us to restore our parent-child relationship, or to support our children emotionally and mentally and so forth. So I wanted to encourage parents, empower parents, so we can feel confident that yes, I can actually do this. But throughout the time that we have been developing the Empowered Parent Journey, and I enjoyed sharing in this group, there's also an aspect that I realized that for my passion personally, and for the majority of parents that I've come in contact with, passion, desire, and the grounded principle in spiritual life, and that really grounds a lot of parents, is Christianity. And just a personal disclaimer here, like, we are Christians. We're devoted Christians, and we go to churches, we do seminars, workshops, webinars, all that stuff. So over the time, we took a break. Well, when I was on a break, I've been a part of some groups, some Christian groups, both parenting groups and also just spiritual life, Christian life groups. And I realized that there is a need for our expertise in the Christian community. And so as a result, the call, it's almost like I felt a call to narrow my focus, or narrow our focus, into the Christian community. I know Dr. Dookie already had his group over there. You can check it out.
Yeah.
The Power of Biblical Meditation group. And so we've always worked together as a lovely team. Anyway, we are a team, and we got talking, and
I figured.
Yeah.
Where do we go with this? It's again going back where we're talking with. She's working with children, and I'm working with couples. So like there is a lot of overlap between the couple's relationship, and the marital relationship, and how that plays out in parenting. So we recognized that there were more overlap than anything else in our practice, and in the way how we do our programs. So we decided that, look, why not merge and collaborate from in terms of how to work with couples, Christian couples, and how to work with them in terms of their parenting skills and all of that. So that's where our sort of merger of couples and parenting comes into play.
Equals family life transformation.
Yes.
And so as a result, we are actually rebranding ourselves from the Empowered Parent to where we have a more family focus, with its two framework in mind, which is restoring marriage, restoring relationships, and also restoring parent-child relationship. So over the next couple of days, you're going to be seeing our brand or cover changing, and we are also going to be putting on different programs here in this group and also on YouTube. We're going to be out there. So we wanted to share some of that with you, and basically announce that, because I'm aware that many parents here came for parenting support, and I'm not sure if they needed that relationship support as well. So it may also, and it's from a Christian based or biblical based perspective as well. that we will definitely be integrating it into our evidence-based, research-based background that or psychology background that we're from. So if this still resonates with you, if you feel that you can still benefit from what we have to offer in this group, we will be more than honored to continue to have you to be a part of this group. But we also do understand that if this group um, does not is not what you had in mind, we will understand. If you have to change or say okay, bye. We will understand that, though you'll be dearly missed. So we wanted to share with you some things that we are actually going to start being more intentional about in this group, because our desire is to add value. And a big part of it is not only to support your transformed families for here temporal gain, but also for eternal gain. That is really our mission, and so we want to support that way. So some of the programs that we will be doing is on Sundays, we'll actually be starting off the week with an inspired word or devotional, which will be led out by Dr. Dookie himself. And then on Mondays, we are going to be having what we call the family talk with the Dookies. And this is where we're going to be exploring various topics that is very common in family life, and that it's a lot of I know a lot of Christian families are secretly struggling with. So we're going to be talking about these things here in this group, and we ask you to invite others, friends, to be a part of this as well. We're going to be covering couples, marital issues, like how do we heal from a ruptured wound in our relationship? How do we deal with differences, conflicts that we have? How do we communicate in a healthy way where we're not tearing down each other, but we're getting our issues resolved? Things like those we're going to support you through. We're going to talk about how mental health influences or impacts couples' relationship negatively. So, and then we're also going to be talking about common issues that parents face. So what I realize is that I'm in a group where those are parents of teens, Christian parents of teenagers, and there's a lot of struggles these kids are going through. Mental health issues, feeling suicidal, depression, anxiety, questioning their life, their faith. These are a lot of things that they're struggling with. I'm also in groups where parents are struggling to know how they can raise their children in a way where they're nurturing the child instead of being too firm or too rough and pushing the child away, and it's getting worse. So those are things we're going to be talking about in our family talk live with the Dookies. And also we're going to be sharing different tips and strategies in this group, and sharing each month. Starting next month, we're going to be having some webinars that we want you to be a part of. So our desire is to add value to you. And at the end of this month, I'll be launching my podcast, which is entitled Mental Health and Christian Parenting. So we're going to be digging deeper into mental health, how it affects children, parents, and how parents can support. So this is where we are. This is where we're going. And I think most importantly, we want to inspire you spiritually, that not only are you developing these skills here temporarily, but we want it to have lasting change, where you feel a deep spiritual connection and sense of fulfillment and empowerment, and to deepen your relationship with God as well. So, do you have anything to add? I think I I think I said everything, but I'm
You
not
covered
sure.
it all. It's just did you mention? No, I stepped up for a second there. That we'll be having a, also devotional series
Yes, yes.
for couples, that it's a return to how God designed it, and what it means to love, and what it means to forgive and respect and cherish. We're going to dig and see both into the Word of God and into the depth of science.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to come in these devotional thoughts. We're going to look at what the Word of God said in terms of how couples can heal and restore the relationship. And if you mention it, that these are going to be almost every Sunday. We're
Yeah.
going to meet to have these this devotional that can turn into a discussion for those who are open
Mm-hmm.
to that journey. So I'm excited to be a part of this, for us to work under this umbrella of Dukes Institute as to the exciting programs that we're coming out with. And the hope is, as it says in one of our mantras, helping families for now and
Mm-hmm.
eternity, and seek to empower couples to live a very fulfilled, satisfying Christian life, but also romantic and powerful life in the present. How couples can build their relationship and heal from, I think I heard you mention it, heal from past wounds, and see how those things impact their parenting skills. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited because there's a lot of stuff that the Lord has blessed us with, that
Yes.
it's time to share, and so we can grow together.
Yes.
I've learned so many things over the years, myself being married and working with Sanya, and our own growth as a
Mm-hmm.
couple, from where we're coming from to
Lots
where
to
we are.
share.
So that our own journey as a
Yeah.
couple forms the forms part of this whole thing of, we see growth in our relationship, and
Yeah. What
how we
works
what
for
works
us?
for us,
Yeah.
what don't work for us,
Yeah.
and techniques and strategies that we have used that are supported also by science, but also embedded in the word of God,
Yeah.
and how we can share some of those things through our experience, the word of God, and research in science. And we can't get better than that. The lived
Looking
experience,
forward to it.
you
Yeah.
have the biblical experience, and we have what is in science to support strategies and techniques. And I always ask couples, have anyone taught you how to fight? Like, they look
Mm.
at me weird,
Mm.
and there's actually a healthy and an unhealthy way
Mm.
that couples can fight. Fighting will
Yeah.
happen. Whatever want to define fighting is, from the perspective. I know when we hear the word fighting, we think, oh, negative connotation, but
So lots of
lots of things
yeah.
to share. I'm excited to get
Yeah.
into some
So
of those things.
stay tuned. We're actually gonna be posting ahead of time our schedules for the week, so you will be aware of what topic we'll be talking about, and so we're also inviting you to to tell others, other Christian families, about this community, and help us to grow as well, because that would be your way of making a difference in another family's life. I know for a fact that it will. So if you're always trying to see, okay, how can I reach out to that family, how can I support them, this is a way. Just encourage them. Hey, there's a live talk here in that group on that day. They're going to be talking about or discussing this topic. Why not join them? They have free webinars, live series, the end of each month. Hey, why not join them? So we do have more in development that we will tell you about moving forward. Just a little quick sneak, no, not a sneak peek, but just a quick heads up. We're also in the process. I'm updating my parent transformation program to a family transformation coaching program. So we'll keep you updated with that on that as well. So that's what we wanted to share with you
Yes.
today. So starting today, over the next couple of days, you're going to be seeing some changes, and we ask you to engage with us, talk with us, share with us what you would like to hear us talk about. Send us a message or just comment, make a comment, ask your questions in this group, and we'll be more than happy. to discuss these and to support them, because we want to make sure that we're not going off of just our head. We're going off of what we
Felt
know.
needs.
Yeah, people are needing support in. We don't want this to just be another Facebook group or another YouTube following or Instagram or whatever it is. We want it to be a community that's different, that stands out, that gives you value, that fills you up, just like a good meal. That's what we're hoping for. We're praying about it as well. And we ask that you will continue to support us.
Yes.
All right. So if you're here, say hello and let us know which aspect of what we talked about you're looking forward to. And please share this community with others so they can be a part of this as well. All right.
Thank you.
Well, that's it. Take care, guys, and I will see you this week.
This week.
I'll see you. We'll see you around.
Take care, guys, and looking forward to connecting with you guys this week and going forward. Guys, again, reiterate, if you have questions or you have topics that you think needs to be covered for your parenting or your couple's relationship or people you know, submit those questions and they will become a part of our discussion. Again, thank you guys for tuning in and see you guys later this week.
All right.
Bye-bye.